It's March 22nd, 2011. I eat a lot of rice. We eat a lot of rice. I bought an enormous quantity of rice last year in bulk. And I did learn a few years ago in Europe how to, some ideas about cooking rice. And one of the things that you want to do, see this pan, this pot, saucepan, got a little bit scorched a couple of months ago. It's not very good. When I was cooking some rice, I forgot about it, and it's scorched. It's not good. You put in a little bit of oil. Now this is canola oil in a plastic container, and it's not a healthy choice, but I hadn't specified with my spouse not to get it. We have olive oil in a glass bottle, which is better. You heat the oil, and then if you want to put spices in it, see, I've got some paella spices here. This is garlic, pepper, piment, I guess that's like chili pepper or something, herbs, saffron, cornstarch, and coloring. I don't think it's necessarily a healthy choice, because I don't really know what those herbs or the coloring is, but it's got the saffron in it, and it's really handy for flavoring rice. So you put whatever spices you want, you put it in the oil right at the beginning. Things like curry and stuff like that, you can't add it later as an afterthought. It has to cook in advance, otherwise it has a very raw, unfinished taste. And then you put the rice in. And I always tend to make too much, but the leftovers do keep. That's all I'm going to make. And you stir it around a bit. I like to add raisins. We have a lot of raisins available here in France. I sort of like something a little bit sweet in there. Not too many though, because my better half is not that crazy about it. And you stir it around a bit until the rice gets coated with the oil. I may have used a little bit too much oil here. And the herbs start to cook in. And it starts to get a little bit translucent. And then you're supposed to add hot liquid, boiling hot liquid, such as stock. I don't do that. I just add cold water, about twice as much as the rice, and then I put on the lid, and you don't keep opening the lid and looking at the rice, because you want it to like steam. Now I have sea salt here. Maybe I'll put in a little, but I really try not to add salt when I cook anymore. 1 olive is enough salt for an adult human every day. And the only reason that salt makes things taste better is because it stimulates your salivary glands. So, I know that sounds kind of gross, but that's why salt makes food taste better. It just gets your saliva flowing. I have one of these forced air ovens, so I'm preheating the oven, but I don't really need to. That's one good thing about this oven. Oh, it's smoking a little bit. It's just been preheating for a few minutes. Now, my spouse got some sausage meat at the Green Market this morning. Let's see how much he paid. €1.69. Good. I'm glad that he didn't buy too much. Let's see how many grams this is. Not sure. Okay. They call this farce here. This is a stuffing. They don't stuff birds here in France. It really isn't done. But quail, sometimes they stuff them with chestnuts and this sausage mix. Now I'm going to add an egg, some rather fine rosemary that I got in Turkey, and this is a chopped onion and half of a chopped rather hot pepper. Now as a binder, I think I'm going to use some oatmeal. Oatmeal was very hard for me to find here in France when I first moved here, and it is not a popular food. They really don't like hot cereal here. Now the rice, I'm going to add some tap water. Just about double the amount, maybe a little bit more. Not too much more, otherwise it'll take too long for the water to absorb into the rice. Cover it, keep it on a low flame. Keep an eye on it, but don't peek in there a lot. Flocon d'avoine is what they call rice here, and this is supposedly organic. It's very popular in places like Holland, but they really don't eat this in France. Now, the things I'm going to stuff today are just 2 peppers, 2 sweet red peppers. I have pain issues, so I shouldn't be eating peppers. But again, we tend to eat what he can get for cheap, and he likes them. So I'll go heavy on the rice and light on the stuffed pepper. I will stuff these, cook them for about an hour in a glass baking dish. And I will put a little bit of water in the bottom. I'm not going to cover it. I don't like to use foil. I consider foil very unhealthy. And that's about it. Just wanted you to see what I'm up to here. A binder is a very good thing when you're doing stuffing. Here in France, we can get very nice peeled chestnuts. Some of them are sweet and some of them are dry. Put this down. Which I consider to be quite a luxury. They're not expensive. Really, they're not expensive. Since I'm gluten intolerant, I frequently use buckwheat flour instead of wheat flour. I'm going to mix this up, stuff it in here, and there's likely to be leftover stuffing. So I'm using a plastic bowl with a plastic lid. I might transfer it to a ceramic bowl and put a plate over it and make another meal with it tomorrow. And if I don't think that I want to do that, I will freeze it. Okay, have a good day. Bye.